A little newsflash here for Mitchell Marner, whose recent self-serving interview with Mark Masters made it seem like we're all a bunch of serial killers here in Toronto. And bit of a cryptic message just shot at Leaf fans, more or less saying, yeah, I didn't feel safe here, this is why I left. Typical Mitch Marner with no accountability. Here's the bottom line. I'm pretty sure that every major sports market in the world has fans that take things too far, right? Sometimes really far. Just ask European soccer players, or Aaron Judge with the Yankees last year after the World Series, or anybody who's ever played in Philadelphia or Boston. I can go on and on. There's a history of this everywhere. Not that it makes it right, but it happens. A handful of really, really bad fans in Leaf Nation acting in a psychotic manner on social media in no way represents the fan base. And Leaf Nation as a whole does not condone that type of behavior at all. It's just a game. It's not that serious. No player should feel that they and their family are unsafe. But Mitchie, come on, man. Your car was not stolen by Leaf fans. Your car was stolen by criminals because you were a millionaire living in a gated community and you have a target on your back, and there's radical behavior happening in every major city in the world right now, including in Vegas. Okay? Yeah, you had your address leaked online. You had some death threats online. People said some really offside stuff. That's gross. You should not have to deal with that. But did anybody actually show up to your house? Did anything actually happen? No. Because social media, Twitter, is a fantasy fairy tale zone of BS and entertainment where people will say things and then hide behind their phones. I'm sorry, but is it just me, or does a death threat on Twitter seem a little fluffy? It's not like someone was shoving dynamite in Marner's mailbox. You know? Do we hold our players to a really high standard here in Toronto? Yes. Do the fans, myself included, sometimes cross the line in terms of how hard we are on the guys? Yeah, I'll admit that. We do. We do. I guess a 60-year cup drought and being laughingstock of the league every year and having to pay higher ticket prices than anybody else will do that. But just like Mitch Marner once said, we get treated like gods here in Toronto. And there's no other city that will show you as much love when times are good as Toronto will. But here's the catch. The veil between heaven and hell is very thin. And when times are not good, we are going to treat you hard and hold you accountable. And all we ever wanted from Mitchie was to play with some grit and heart and lay it all on the line come playoff time, which for the record, a lot of his other teammates didn't do either, but no one left the way that he left. Mitch Marner did not leave because he felt unsafe here in Toronto. He left because he's too soft, too mentally weak to play in this market, and he wanted to go to another market where it was cushy and with no accountability, and he can make as much money as he can, and that's it. Guys, drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Have a great long weekend. Thanks for watching, and go Leafs go.